Late team are here on 3 at 10:10. I'm Mike McRoberts.
And I'm Samantha Hayes. And now we're crossing to Patrick Gower for the Newshub Leaders Debate.
It's decision time, New Zealand.
We are in it for you.
We will get New Zealand back on track.
The battle lines are drawn.
Dental care free.
Tax relief for people.
And the gloves are off.
There is a multi-billion-dollar hole in their tax swindle as well.
Grant Robertson is going to go down as one of the worst finance ministers this country has ever had.
You have a choice. The red Chris.
It's economic sabotage.
Or the blue Chris.
There is too much at stake.
One will lead our next government. Who deserves your vote could all come down to this.
Tēnā tātou katoa. There are just 17 days to go, and we are live from the Q Theatre in downtown Auckland with 200 undecided voters here in the House. We are here to debate the future of our country, and we have a whole section of our audience who really, truly are the future. This is our youth wing. They are all under 25 years of age. Welcome. All right, let's rip into this and bring in our leaders, Labour leader Chris Hipkins and National leader Christopher Luxon. Christopher Luxon, you won the coin toss tonight, so the first question of the debate goes to you. Is crime out of control in New Zealand?
Oh, it's absolutely out of control. Every New Zealander feels less safe in their home, their business and community, and it's because we've had a government that frankly has been soft on crime.
All right, Chris Hipkins, is crime out of control in New Zealand?
Crime's always a challenge. You solve crime by putting more police on the beat, giving them the resources they need and making sure you're changing the law so that police can actually keep up with the challenges that they face. That's what we're doing.
Accident in West Auckland today before we start the debate, because I am going to start with a scenario for both of you to put yourselves in the shoes of. It's midday, you're in your local dairy, and a young shoplifter, let's say they're 13 years old, comes out of the store running away with some stuff that they've stolen. I want to know whether you two have the chance to stop this person. What would you do?
Have so many problems.
All right, now just breaking in here, we are really getting going, by the way. And on that, both of you, I actually asked you, what could you do to prevent this crime from happening that Preeti is facing, to actually prevent it? Do you have something? Both of those are programs that will stop offenders out in the future. What can actually prevent it?
I think we'll identify who the gang members are if you've taken their gang patches off them.
Well, wouldn't it be good if we didn't?
All right, we'll stay with you, Chris Luxon. We're going to let you explain this, actually, because this is Newshub's Leaders Debate live from the Q Theatre in Tāmaki Makaurau, and we are talking the cost of living now. Now, we got Infometrics to run the numbers for us on the total extra amount that Kiwi households are having to pay for rent, transport, food and other living expenses compared to 3 years ago. Now, this is quite shocking. It's about $240 a week. And for people who've refixed mortgages,
you reinvest it in the stuff that matters and actually deliver tax relief for
thousands of people out of work.
But Chris, you've hired 14,000 more public servants.
We're just going to break in
spent
here.
almost $2 billion on consultants.
You've got to actually stop.
And Chris has turned the country into a country of bureaucrats.
We've got a whole lot of other stuff to debate. And coming up after the break, we'll be talking nurses, doctors, cancer and our healthcare system. Is it broken? Welcome back to the Newshub Leaders Debate. Now, 3 years ago, Jacinda Ardern stood right there on the stage and said our health system was broken. She said to give her another term to see what Labor would do with it. Since then, we've got de facto order. Chris Hipkins, is it fixed?
It's a work in progress. Our health system has had to guide New Zealand through a global pandemic. It's been under enormous pressure. Yes, things are getting better.
It's made New Zealand a much better and a much richer place culturally, economically, socially. It's a good thing. I think we need to be able to work much harder at uniting our country and actually setting a vision of where we want to go as a country over the next few years.
All right, coming up, we are going into our schools and we are talking education. We are live in Central Auckland. This is the Newshub Leaders Debate. Now, both of you leaders want to ban stuff in our schools. Christopher Luxon, you want to ban cell phones. Chris Hipkins, you don't. Why not?
Schools can ban cell phones now and they have my full support when they do that.
Chris Hipkins, all right. All right, coming up, we have been ravaged by storms this year, so we are talking resilience, climate change and transport. Good answers. Good answers.
It's an election on a knife edge.
Can Labor claim a third term?
Will National take back control?
Join us live as the results roll in and watch as history unfolds.
We'll get you closer with all the action.
Plus, expert political analysis, a little bit of fun.
And up-to-the-minute coverage as New Zealand votes on its future.
It all comes down to this.
Newshub Election Night, live Saturday, October 14 on 3 Now and 3.
Welcome back to the Newshub Leaders Debate, and we will start with climate change. Now, what kind of climate leader do you want to be remembered as, Chris Hipkins?
A very progressive one. Climate change is one of the biggest challenges that humanity faces at the moment. Student flat that I lived in once, but...
Thank you very much. All right. Okay, come on. Very good of you to admit that. Come October 15, these two will be wheeling and dealing, trying to form a government. Who will they work with and what will they trade off? We're talking coalitions and leadership next. Okay, this is the Newshub Leaders Debate and we are about to test their leadership qualities. Let's start with your principles. And my question is this: do you sometimes have to abandon your personal principles in order to succeed in politics?
No.
All right, we're almost there, and after the break, we will be getting fast and loose with you two in my favourite round, the original, the one and only Patrick Gower Quick Fire. Welcome back. We are nearly at the end of the Newshub Leaders Debate, but there is one more truly grueling round for Chris Hipkins and Christopher Luxon. It's quick fire time. All right. Quick fire. What is more harmful, alcohol or cannabis? Chris Hipkins. Quick fire.
Alcohol. So little misinformation.
This is the end. There ends the debate. Thank you very much to both our leaders, the red Chris and the blue Chris. It's been a fantastic night, but it's not over yet. Newshub political editor Jenna Lynch will be here in just a minute with an expert panel, and their first job is simple: to tell us who won, and we'll also hear from the leaders on how they thought they went tonight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks, Pete.
Welcome back to the 2023 News Hub Leaders Debate. Wow, what a roller coaster. With me tonight to unpack it all, our brilliant panel. We have political commentators Josie Pagani and Janet Wilson, and host of Three's The Hui, Julian Wilcox. Welcome to you all. We're going to hear from the leaders soon as well to see how they think they went. But first, let's just take a quick look back at what just went down.
And I'll just put it to you, Chris, you don't give gang members who are hooking our kids up to men.
We've just heard from him backstage. Let's see what he thought himself.
Quickly, how do you reckon you went tonight?
All right, Christopher Luxon wouldn't give himself a rating either. Who wants to do it for him?
Look, I think he did, as I said, I think he did what he needed to do. He didn't stumble.
And tonight. Let's take a quick look at the highlights from Christopher Luxon.
5,000 more nurses now than there were when we became
Chris, it doesn't matter. There's 4.
I think Chris Hipkins didn't. A bit disappointing. Our rivers are still full of logs, there's silt and logs.
Going to wrap this up.
That avoidance.
Well, that really is it for the News Hub Leaders Debate. A massive thank you for our panel tonight, and thanks to Chris Hipkins and Christopher Luxon, and to our audience here at the Q Theatre. What a night. Now it is up to you to cast your vote. The election is happening on October the 14th. Sam Hayes, Ryan Bridge, Paddy and I will be here with you from 7 o'clock on the night as the results roll in. News Hub Late is up soon. I'm Jenna Lynch. Por Marie.
Guest of Warner Brothers Discovery stayed at Quest Apartment Hotels.